Okay, let's talk about something we all deal with. Hashtags. We use them on Instagram, hoping we're going to boost our reach, find our audience, but let's be honest, a lot of the time it just feels like you're throwing stuff at a wall and just, hoping something actually sticks.
And that's the real kicker, isn't it? You spend all this time picking out the perfect hashtags. You add them to your post, and then what? It's pretty much impossible to know which ones, if any, are actually doing the heavy lifting. It's a massive point of frustration for pretty much everyone.
And that right there is the core problem we're going to unpack. For most people, choosing hashtags is all about gut feelings, or maybe copying what a competitor is doing. It's just plain old guesswork. Why? Because we've never really had the data to do it any other way.
So let's really dig into why we're all stuck playing this guessing game. What is it that's stopping us from getting clear, hard data on something so basic to how Instagram works?
Well, the answer isn't that the data doesn't exist. Oh, it definitely exists. The problem is Instagram keeps it kind of locked away, which makes it nearly impossible for you or me, the average user, to get our hands on it in a way that's actually useful.
I want you to think of it like a giant data wall that Instagram has built around its platform. Sure, you can peek through these tiny little holes and see bits of information, but you can never, ever see the full picture.
And here are the bricks in that wall, the technical reasons why it's so high. First, Instagram has something called rate limiting, which basically just stops you from searching too much too fast. On top of that, the official data is incomplete, you can't see historical trends, and forget about tracking competitors. Any little insight you do manage to find is basically useless in a matter of hours.
So what's the result of all that? It means that a whopping 90% of all hashtag research out there is based on information that's incomplete and already out of date. We're talking about strategies built on a foundation of sand.
But what if you could get a key to that data wall? A way to just unlock it and see everything inside? Well, that's exactly where professional APIs come into the picture. They are the tools that are turning this whole thing from a guessing game into a science.
So, what in the world is a professional analytics API? To put it simply, it's a service, like Hiker API, which is mentioned in our source material, that has the power to get behind that Instagram wall. It gives developers and marketers direct, real-time access to all that deep hashtag data that Instagram normally keeps hidden away.
And this just lays it out perfectly. Look at the difference. We're going from manually searching for a few hashtags to a completely automated analysis. We're going from pure guesswork to making decisions backed by actual data. From looking at info that's hours or even days old to getting real-time insights, the entire game has changed.
All right, so now that we have the key, we've unlocked the data, what can we do with it? This is where it gets really exciting. This is where we move from just knowing about hashtags to building a winning strategy with them.
So with this level of data, you can suddenly do three things that were pretty much impossible before. Number one, you can truly analyze how your own hashtags are performing. Two, you can see exactly what your competitors are up to and what's working for them. And three, you can track and even start to predict trends.
I mean, for the very first time, you can answer the most basic questions with total confidence. Like, what's the real engagement rate for hashtag fitness motivation? Who is actually using that tag? And what is the absolute best time of day to post with it to get the most eyes on your content? This is the kind of stuff we could only dream of before.
And then we get to the really juicy part, competitor intelligence. Just look at this. You can see clear as day that for competitor A, hashtag workout motivation is a total home run. But competitor B, they get way better results with hashtag gym life. Just imagine having this kind of insight for your entire industry. You could find all these hidden opportunities and learn from what they're doing right and wrong without any of the risk.
And this is where it starts to feel like a superpower. Instead of just seeing that a hashtag is popular right now, you can analyze its performance over time and see if its trend is, say, strongly rising, stable, or declining. What does that mean? It means you can jump on emerging hashtags before everyone else does.
This tech is moving so fast. So let's just take a quick peek into the crystal ball. Where's all of this going? What does the future of hashtag analytics even look like? The evolution is pretty wild. We're heading towards AI models that don't just track trends, but actively predict them. We're going to see way more integration with platforms like TikTok, giving you one unified view. We're even talking about systems that can automatically test and optimize your hashtag strategy for you based on real-time data.
So what this all boils down to is that hashtags have completely evolved. They're not just these simple little labels you tack onto a post anymore. When you have the right tools, they become this incredibly rich source of sophisticated market intelligence, the kind of intelligence that can shape your entire business strategy.
Which, leaves us with one last really important question to think about.
After seeing everything that's possible, take a hard look at your own strategy. Is it really built on a foundation of data? Or is it still just a guess?